Hello everybody, this is Sonia. I'm in Australia and this is my journal. Now I made this over a period of time. I put some of the bits and pieces up on YouTube. I was doing it. Has got there's a couple of bits in here that are not, it's got a couple of mistakes in it, okay? There's a non-disclosure on any of those, and I hope nothing falls apart or comes off or anything, okay? So this is the cover. Now, this is going to be, I haven't got a name for it yet. I'll have to see about that. I might not be able to find a name for it because it's just, you know, it's absolutely awesome. And look how thick it is. Look at that. It's delicious, isn't it? It actually, if you let it go out, let it open to its own self, it's about 6 inches. Right, and it's 8 inches high and it's a bit over 6 inches across the front. It does come out the end here a bit, all these bits, but that's just the way it ended up, okay? I did take a bit off the side here, off the front and off the back piece because it was way too far over, and but anyway, I think it's beautiful and I love it, and I'm hoping people do too. This will be in my Etsy. By the time you see this, it will go into my Etsy. So I don't know whether I'll get it up there today or tomorrow. So anyway, it definitely, when I say that, it'll be there. It'll be there for us to look at. Definitely after I've put this up. I'll put it in there and then I'll add them both at the same time, the video and the book, okay? And there'll be another, maybe 1 or 2 books with it. Just depends how I feel and how far I get today. So if I open it out like this, excuse me, this is the back. Let's have a look at the front, okay? So we have lots of beading and stitches and lace and all over. You would have seen me making a bit of this. I put this tiny wee little trim around the edge because I didn't know how to end this off. And if it's not straight or what's the name, well, you know, it's handmade and I've done my very best, I promise you. And over here, then we have the same sort of good stuff, and it should be all stuck down and firm and in the right place. I hope it all be okay. I don't doubt that it won't. So anyway, and this is also, this piece here, well, look at this, this little bit here, I might have to give a little bit of glue to. I'm going to actually do that now because I don't want to miss that, okay? I do not want to miss this bit. Okay. Now this is a very, very unique piece of work. You'll never meet another one like it. It's not. I do like to make things and put a lot of work into them. The last lady that got her parcel in America told me it was I put my heart and soul into it, and it was like me giving birth, she said. She was pleased to have. Molly, thank you so much for your lovely comments about that. It was absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Anyway, so it's a lot to mention, but I think that you can see for yourself, you know, what it is and what it's like, okay? Now, to put the cover on, I had to put a piece of fabric that went right through the inside, right on the inside of this, under here, under this. Right. Then I have put lace on the top of this part here, going down there. And I didn't put anything on here because this is just here because it's going to make it, help it to bend and move a lot easier. No, tried not to put paper on it because that wouldn't work. Okay, so this is the inside of the front part. I'll put a little pocket there and there's a tag in there which I really like. That's really pretty. And then I've got a book plate that you could use if you wanted to. Put that there, and there's my card. So that's a pocket made from a piece of what's this? Koala bear. There's a koala bear, look. It says, please return this book to. I don't think people would be lending it, I don't know. But anyway, piece of my stamp period, I think. This is all beaded piece of applique there. And anyway, so here we go. And now if any fluff's there, that's just little extras for you. Now beaded all this hanky, right? And I thought about brushing this with one of those fluff removing things, but I don't want to use them because they are sticky and they tend to make things stick to it. That's my, that's my theory. So there's a little booklet here that I made, and I put tiny little tags in these little tiny pockets at the front. Nice piece of lace, lovely lady fairy thing, and a flower. And there's a trim going around the outside. It's got a little blue dot, and I beaded all that there. Okay, now this has a bit of a kicky up thing happening. I don't know what you call that. It is nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just because of the lace and the paper and everything's all glued, and it's just, it just had a bit of a hissiness about it. But see, I've made this so it's plenty of room in there, right? If you want to put more in than what this little journal is. So I did this little journal, and there's a pocket in the back of that, and I have a lot of writing space. I embroidered all this around here. This was off a piece of tablecloth, I think, that I have. This one here has got these lace open flippy out thingies, right? That's a letter. There's a letter place, and you can lift these up here. Look, see, a peep in there. Now, of course, it's so heavy, and it's been a while for it to stick down. I mean, it's been closed for a while. It's holding them down. Okay. Now, I don't know how much this is going to cost me to post. It'll be free postage because it'll have to be in the price. I'll have to put the postage in the price like we all would have to. Okay. Okay. So this is the next page. And there is a tuck spot in there, and in the tuck spot there is a little journal that I have put together and put a piece of doily thing over that and just coloured it with a bit of pink ink. I've got another tuck spot here. I think there could be a couple. No, there's only one, so I won't get carried away. And that's a piece off a cover of a book, but and you can see that, but that's okay because it's, it's not junk, but it's a journal-y thing that we do this way. Now, if there's a bit like that, well, he just sits up there because he didn't want to lay down. It's just how that is. All right, now can I turn this up? I have to hang on to it like this. So that's a piece there that was stuck down in. I don't want to cut it off. I want to leave it there. So another journal in here. Like, I've put all these little notebooks, little journaling, because there's a lot of paper in there that you can write on, but you can use these, see? And then you can put them back, and they can be all for different and interesting things. Okay. Flower I made, little cluster of things I did. This is off an old doily thingy, that really nice piece. Now these two here, I've got them pinned in with these paper clips because they fall out. And I didn't want to actually change that to be any different. So I'm afraid that's what they are. I may put a different paper clip on if I can find some nice little coloured ones. I think I've got some heart-shaped ones that I can put on there. So both of those are little journals in there, like journals, well, they little booklets, okay? Sliding away. This one, now, and all that's lace on the background off of tablecloth, and there's a bit of blingy, what's the name there? Nice little pictures. Here I made some little... that stuff there, hessian-y thing. Dear little things, look at that little tiny tag. You can write something special on the back of there and put it in. Oh dear, got nail polish on, and now I've got sticky all over me. Never mind, doesn't matter. Trying nails to stay so they don't keep breaking. And there's another one of those. This is a bit of burlap, and there's a bit of doily. I put a bit of bling around that and put some beads up along there. Now, there's some mistakes. I put my name in here. It says handmade by Sonya Stepto, and it's upside down. That's going to be my new thing. Whether it will or not, I don't think so, but I'm sorry about that, but it's still there. There's no other pages, not many pages in here. There's paper that I could stamp on, so I did that. And if you look closely back here, I tried to do it on here, upside down. There's a bird there. You can just vaguely see it in the thing, It's like finding a penny that was really original with a flaw. This book's going to be like that. Okay, so these are all beaded onto this nice piece of lace. This lady here is really pretty, and she's got a little card in there. that you can journal on or whatever, you know, that you want to do. All these pages are at least 2 or 3 thicknesses because they've got at least paper, fabric, whatever, you know, on it, and lace, you know, so they, I don't know why I put that there, but anyway, it's there now. So I've got here so if you have any trouble getting anything out of the pockets or whatever, it's only a tiny little bit it might be just caught up a tiny bit by a bit of lace or a little bit of something, just you carefully take it out, it'll be fine. So there I've got this one here that I made with a mirror on the front of it. Looks really cool. And a little booklet for journaling on. And the lace just does kick up, but it'll be fine, it'll sit down. Then I have this little dangly piece here, and it's got a it says, I don't know what that's, I can nearly see it, let me see, which says made with love on the little heart. Okay, and that's what it says on both sides. And then there's a butterfly, that's a metal butterfly. So there's that one there. bit of work is on it, isn't there? I wonder if I stuck that there, or did he just jump on by himself? I probably should have had one on the other side. What do you reckon? I think so. Where's me other ones of those? Excuse me reaching across here in front of you. Oh, I have to find that. I need a spot. I need a spot there. That'd be right. I got every other thing but it. It's got to be here somewhere. The gold ones I got. Really? Ah dear. Sorry about this. Okay, I'll have to get back and have a look and see what I did with them. I know I've got a great big sheet of them, and I just cut a few off and set them up there so I could use them. But I'll need a piece of bling over there. So then we have this other little nice piece. And this is actually an envelope, so you can put something in there. I would have filled up every one of these, but I really think that people like to put their own bits in, so you can put your own little personal pieces in there, okay? And that goes down in there behind that nice piece of lace. Beautiful. And then we've got this page. This is actually a paper clip, and it comes off. Well, it will come off. Maybe I stuck it down. I might have stuck that down, did I? Maybe I did. I thought it was a paper clip. Wait a minute, I'll peep under here. Maybe it's not a paper clip, I don't know. I thought it was. No, leave it. It's one of those things that go on the side, tag thing. So now here we've got, I'm afraid that's a little bit kicky up there, but you know, it comes with the book. So you can journal on there, and you can open this up. And then when you open that up, there's a nice piece of beading I've done off, it's a hanky. And then you turn that back, and in here there is tuck spots, which I cannot cut holes in, but I will put something down in these tuck spots here, so you can put, you know, your bits and pieces down there, and then you can write there. Now, it will go back down, but it will sit up, and I do not want to take that off. I want to leave it like that, and that's fine. You know, eventually if somebody gets this and gives it to their grandchildren, it will be a nice piece of vintage journaling, won't it? Vintage journal. So this is a tuck belly band thing, and I haven't got anything in that for the time being either yet. I've been making different pieces of ephemera, but I need the right thing to put in here, so I definitely will have something in that there when I get to it, right? Okay, so here's another little booklet thing that I've made, enough for doing little bits of journaling on. There's a dear little Sheila sitting on there, shouldn't call her that, little girl. And this is a really nice piece of work there for that. And it says, do small things with great love. And in the middle, I have 2 pieces of fabric. Look at this. Now I'm going to leave that because I've decided that I'm not going to fiddle around with it and tuck it and stitch, do anything with it. I'm leaving that up to whoever buys it, what they want to do with it. Okay, so here we have another little journal. Each of them have got 2 to 3 pages in them. It looks really pretty, don't they? Oh, there's a bit coming up. Look at that. See, I usually try to keep my pieces of work home with me until I know that they've all, you know, got... I think it lifted up because I pushed it into the pocket maybe before it was dry. But I do like how this turned out, the cover on this. I think it's really cool. Come on out. Can you come out of there sometime today? I might have to use a bit of this one. I'll have to use a bit of this one. Whoops. You see, one of them either goes too fast and the other one doesn't move. So this, I put a piece of lace on that, and then I cut out these little bits out of another piece of lace and I stuck them on there. I thought that turned out really well, because it's not ended off, but that's how this is, right? That's how it goes. Haven't I put that on? No. Why didn't I stick that there? Well, it come undone, didn't it? It come undone. There you go. You never know, Sonia, what might happen. I hope it doesn't fall apart. I'm waiting to get it out there. Okay, so that goes back in there. This is I'm going to put it in upside down for the time being, because that's the part that I just stuck down and I don't want it to go all yucky. Well, and this is the nice little picture that I got printed off somewhere on the internet. On the, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm hoping that this is going to stay stuck there. What's the go with that? Anyway, so here we go for it. This is a nice page. I really love these pieces too. I've got a thing about this sort of lace. I do love it. And then another booklet. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Right, and this is a really nice piece of embroidery there, not done by me, but collected from me. I do have it going over the edge, but I don't mind that because I didn't want to cut it off and wreck it. So you would have seen me making this. It was fun, turning around this bit. I do love these flippy up thingies. These they open down, opens up. There's a really nice little picture. It looks like something was Japanese or something that's embroidered on that. And that spot there is because there's a what are those things called again? Brad. There's a brad there. So I put this little spot over the brad. But you can write in here. It closes back down. Because it was heavy, a bit thick, it wasn't closing down properly. So, and this is all really nice embroidery that somebody's actually done, because you can see that where the stencil was of it, you can still see it underneath there. And then I've got nice trims down the side for it. Okay, so this one here now is a really nice one for a lady. And I've got a few bits that I put in there. Is that stuck on that? Is that what it's supposed to be? Yes. Right. So there's two little taggy things, two little writing spaces. And of course there's lace around and on things. There's actually paper there still showing. Okay, so this one here hasn't got anything in it either. Now whether I'll put something in this one or not, I don't know. I'm leaving it for the the person who gets it. Oh dear. Sorry, I'm fighting with my glue thing. And this is a nice little charm thing that I made. I won't be putting any charms or anything on the back of this, but I will have some sort of a closure for it. I don't know what yet, because I don't want to cover over or, you know, do something to it. Oh dear. Anyway, this is a paper clip. You watch this, see? It comes off, right? It's a hidden paper clip. And so it can be moved to wherever you want to be. Now this piece here is turned up a bit, so I'm going to put a little bit, tiny bit of glue down in there. Okay, because I noticed that happened, but see, unless you just leave things sitting around for a little while, you've got to make sure they're right before they go anywhere. I know years ago, using a glue gun when you're doing things was not a good thing. Well, for me, I couldn't, because when I'd go to check it, either I'd put it on when it was too not hot enough, and it didn't stick good enough, and then you'd have to redo it. So I've got into the habit of trying to check and look at what I do a few times before I send it anywhere. Oh, the fluff, like I said, is a bit extra, you know. There's like I said, I didn't want to go over with one of those rolling fluff things, ones that are got sticky on them, because I reckon when I used to do my clothes with them, because I don't wear anything now, I have to fluff. I figure I used to, you'd make it sticky. That was my thoughts anyway, because you couldn't go far and it'd be all back on you again. Ah, come on, please. Right. Yes, got it. Come on, up here. I want it to go to... When I did it, must have went right enough, close enough to the edge. with the glue. Or when I folded it over, I might have took it too far. Do you think? Although it's going back now. It's pushing back far enough. Come back and check that and make sure it's pushed down. There we go. Now there's a page in here, blank paper. This is a nice tuck spot that I've got here, and I put this circle on there so you could get the mushroom card out. It's a postcard. And I'll put that there so you can get it out and out, because it's a good idea, isn't it? Got frilly round there and colour of blue, beautiful colour blue. Right, so now there's this one here, and this opens up down and that way and that way. And there's tags in here. You write on that, and you can write on that. Flowers, love to put flowers in. I've got this one here, and it's got a little journal in. There must be a few journals in here. I must write that in the description, because there's a fair, I won't call them that, what will I call them, little booklets or something, writing space. Really nice flower I made. I like him. Pretty picture on there. A little tiny ticket on the floor. Another booklet. Oh my goodness, I do have a fair few in here, don't I? And that goes in there, and I love this. Isn't that pretty? Well, this is something that somebody's embroidered. It's not a shop, like somebody's actually embroidered those grub roses and that along there. And then there's another booklet in here. Ooh, it did take a lot of work. Did take a lot of making. There's a few odd bits of fluff around. I made a flower out of a bit of burlap there, and these are bits of beading that I did when we were doing let's show you how to bead thing. Okay, so there's another one here that is all beaded that, and there's a journal, there's space there you can journal on. And I think this is it is too, look, it's a paper clip. I got that right. And this one here, it flips up. I put this little number thing there so you can see that you can open this, and there's paper in there to journal. And I do love how this turned out. The hanky corner and over the lace, and the beautiful lace around the edge of it. And then I've got this is one of the last pages. I tried to stamp on that. It didn't work. It comes straight off. And then this is the back page. Now, it's a bit stiff, but it's okay, because I tried not to put too much, this is card, and I tried not to put too much on the outside, because you want to still be able to move. Under here I've got a little note thing. You can journal on that. I love making these little things. I think they're really cute. And this pocket's good, isn't it? It's good fun. And there's some, these come out of the Dennis Holden book. And then there's that one. Oh, one of them did. And these come out of the little kid's book, that one. And I just put faux stitching around, and I put a little bead on there. And then the back of it is here. Okay, so there's the back of it. And you can see all the pretty. And it is absolutely beautiful. And I hope somebody likes that they want to buy it, because it's... I think it's absolutely amazing. I love it. I really do. And I'm very proud of that. Very proud of that. The work and the time that went into that was just extraordinary. You would have seen a lot of it being made, though. So whatever I put around it, I'll have to use something that's very fine. But, you know, like I want something sheer is what the word I might be looking for. Something that's sheer and that will go around and tie up something like this. That'll tie it up, because I don't think putting a closure on is a good idea. And if anybody wants to put anything else into it, which you probably will, because there's a few spare pockets, you know, it'll be a lot bigger then. You could be picking fluff off it for quite some time too. Here we go. Get this bit before I unravel the whole lot. Unravel, Sonia, not unravel. Okay, so thank you everybody for watching, and it'll be in my Etsy store when you watch this video. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.